So I've played a lot of NES games in my lifetime. I was a huge fan of the console back in the late 80s and still play the games to this day. And one of my all-time favorite games on the NES is DuckTales. DuckTales is a platformer released by Capcom in 1989. It's based off of the absolutely brilliant cartoon show from Disney, which stars Scrooge McDuck, his nephews Huey, Dewey, and Louie, the pilot Launchpad, the inventor Gyro Gearloose, and for all the great main good guy characters, there were equally an impressive number of iconic bad guys like the Beagle Boys and Magica De Spell and Flintheart Glomgold. I mean, the cartoon show, in my opinion, is probably one of the top 10 to 20 cartoon shows of all time. You know, whatever, that'll be for another video. But the greatness of the cartoon show also carried over into the NES. And if you were putting together a list of top NES games, at least for me personally, DuckTales would by far rank in my top 10. It has everything you could possibly want in a video game from this era. The levels were colorful, vibrant, detailed, and all had their own theme. The action and the platforming is about as precise and as spot on as you can get for the console. The graphics were fantastic. The music is probably one of the top 3 or 4 soundtracks on the NES. Everything about the game maximized the NES hardware to perfection. And in my opinion, this game holds up extremely well even to this day. But I want to ask the question to everybody out there that's a huge retro gamer and an NES fan. Where does DuckTales rank on your list? Am I overrating the game a little bit, saying it's undoubtedly in my top 10? And keep in mind that there are many, many iconic classic NES games. I mean, we're talking, you know, the Mega Man series, the Legend of Zelda series, the Super Mario Brothers, Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden. I mean, there are a lot of fantastic NES games, so putting together a top 10 would actually require some thought. But where would you rank DuckTales? Were you a fan of the TV show back in the day? I feel like if you were a kid growing up in the 80s, you had to have loved the cartoon show. I mean, the theme song is forever going to be stuck in our heads for the rest of our lives. And were you a fan of the NES game? So leave a comment, let me know what you think. Were you a fan of the cartoon show? Where would you rank DuckTales on the NES in your list of all-time greatest games?